Oh shit, here we go.
With the buds just cuz we the centerpiece of these places packed full of these memories and energy.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
everything from that night of Sneaky D's to every late night watching trash TV.
Shout out Sid Roth,
Riding
oi, oi.
bikes through the town while we wearing crowns. Me and my dogs, yeah, we homeward bound. Jumping round our home.
Welcome to the Rapcast, episode 49. We are on the cusp.
Oh,
We're
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're edging.
And we have something very special planned for episode 50.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening to this and you're some rapper, some
sort of
artist,
rapper. Yes. Doesn't matter where you're from. You can be from anywhere in the world.
and you want us to put you on, despite the fact that we have sub 100 subscribers. But hey, those are some pretty
dedicated fans.
some pretty influential 77 people.
Exactly. Help us help you. You know. We're going to be having this kind of rapper showcase extravaganza, that 50th episode special for the next podcast, where we talk to a few rappers, whether they be local or we're in talks with some people already, but where we play their music and we talk about it amongst ourselves, and then we call them up for a 15-20 minute conversation just to talk about various different things. So if you're interested in that, email us at...
Especially if you want to freestyle on the show.
Yeah, that's we'll be doing that too.
But we are allowed to make fun of you if you're not very good rapper. Obviously, we're amateur artists as well.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of tongue in cheek, but
It's also we're rap podcast, but also comedy at the same kind of time. So like we're gonna poke fun at everything at ourselves.
Don't reach out unless you can take take a little bit of ribbing.
Playfully.
But I wonder if when we call them up, like will our energy change? Like if we're afraid of people in real life.
I will change.
I've never been a prank call kind of guy in my life.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to field prank calls.
But even
when I was working at Tim Hortons.
I remember when we called fucking Digo during the that Drake album, the Dance Drake album that came. Honestly, never mind. I was kind of like, when we were talking to him, I was kind of playing it as like, it's actually not that bad. But then as soon as we got off the phone, I'm like, no, it's shit. So like, I'm assuming that I'm probably gonna...
your energy changes.
Yeah, I'm an energy changer for sure. But yeah, reach out on our Instagram or Twitter or whatever, at Superfinger Inc. It'll be up on the screen.
Or our business email.
Our email, which will be linked below as well, maybe put up on screen. So that's that.
It's insane how many... Despite our lack of reach, how many people have reached out to us over the years of doing this podcast?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of
cool
funny.
People, so,
but there's some interesting characters for sure, and we want to call you up and we want it to be fun, and we'll see what happens.
Exactly.
But we're trying to take this pod to the next level.
Facts. Trying to take the whole brand to the next level, and by doing that, we also launched a website recently. The URL link will be here. I don't actually know the URL. It's like Wix. It's like Superfinger Inc.business.wix.com. It's like some crazy shit. It's on a Wix site. But
we don't have the money to put out an actual URL custom.
Yeah, that shit's expensive. I pay for that shit, and it's dumb. But shout out Jay Pasty for doing most of the work behind that, most of the heavy lifting. Yeah,
all of it.
Technical whiz.
And this is Jay Pasty. I am Andrew, aka Young Jizz, and this is Buddy Al to my right. So check that website out if you want to, just support us and shit and just see what we're about.
Figure out what's wrong with it and then yell at me about it.
Yes, exactly.
Because there's still some like kinks and things.
It's got a Rapcast section on it. It's got our music shit, a whole label full of people that we fuck with, all of our friends that do music and stuff. It's a cool website, so check it out as well.
Yeah. And if you're a good enough rapper, you might get signed to Superfinger Records.
You gain nothing except for our respect.
Nothing at all. Yeah, there's no LLC. There's no distribution. There's nothing. You just
nothing. Get your name on our website.
Exactly.
We should honestly get like a bunch of these rappers to feature on our next Superfinger project.
That would be dope. Yeah.
If they end up.
If we have a good rapport,
I don't want to promise too much to these prospective rappers that are listening. I know they're chomping at the bit for some exposure. But if things go good, you could replace Young Jizz even.
I'm not sticking around much longer.
Your job is up for grabs. You could just be the editor.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, to be only the editor would be great actually. But anyway, enough sucking our own fucking penises for a while.
Yeah, let's start sucking other people.
Exactly. I want to get a little bit of hate off quick. I watched this movie last night. It has to do with rap, I swear to God, called Slice. It's an A24 movie. Stars Chance the Rapper, as well as Zazie Beetz, fucking Paul Scheer, Chris Parnell, Hannibal Buress.
Okay.
Music by Ludwig Göransson. I think that's how you pronounce Ludwig. Charles Gambino's Ludwig guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this could be fucking sick. Like A24, it's like a horror comedy kind of thing. One of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen in my life. Don't watch it.
Really?
It's awful. The acting is like, even I love Zazie Beetz, but like she's like, does well on it, and Chance is like good enough, but like it's so
Chance
B-tier.
is the protagonist of this movie?
Yeah, he's like a fucking werewolf, but it's also like a class conversation about like there's ghosts and they're segregated to a different part of town. But but the ghosts, like I don't fucking. It's fucking stupid. It's like about a pizzeria that's like fucking haunted or some shit. And
was it actually scary, or is it like a B movie?
No, it's intense. I think it's
trying to be.
It's trying to be a B movie.
Okay.
Which is like, so it's not like gonna be that good anyway. But like it even fails at being like entertaining. Like I almost turned it off. Like I'm just like I couldn't barely stay awake, man. It was rough.
Wow. And that's a lot of people that we like.
Exactly. That's why I watched it because I'm like, this could be. I mean, the reviews, I went into it, I'm like, it doesn't look great, but like, I have faith, but I shouldn't have.
Oh man, what other media events did we have taken place since our last pod? There was the Super Bowl performance, Rihanna.
Oh yeah, there was a lot. I had gotten some heated conversations with some people. I thought it was like okay, but then there was other people that I talked to that were like saying it was trash, it was terrible, it sucks, Rihanna sucks, and I'm like, man. What's your angle here?
I know.
Sucks.
She's the bad girl.
No,
Riri.
what? Yeah, I don't get it.
I didn't really understand all that hatred. Whatever. Who cares? It's just a fucking football.
Yeah,
game.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't care about the game or the halftime performance really either. But
what else did we miss? The Grammys.
Did that happen? The Oscars are tonight. Like as we're filming this, the Oscars are right now.
Oh wow.
The Junos were like recently.
I think it's also maybe tonight or yesterday. Maybe I don't know.
All I saw. The only thing I know about that is that Alexis on Fire won Rock Album of the Year, I think.
Okay.
And they just did their whole like acceptance speech. That's all I saw. So
well, if it's not too late, let's do a quick hashtag petition for to get Rapcast for best Canadian podcast for the Junos 2023. Get that trending.
There is like a CBC program where they do. They host other people's podcasts, but I think you have to be like not cursing.
Not us. You can't be us. Yeah, we're gonna be blackballed. That's fine.
You have to go to the fucking University of Toronto or something.
Yeah, probably.
For that. I mean, hopefully someday we're outside the Junos, interviewing Nav's bodyguard.
So what's it like?
I'm pretty sure, like, the funny thing with the Junos is that, like, Drake is bigger than Canada, so he's not going to show up to the Juno Awards.
Does he even get nominated anymore? I don't know.
I mean, he probably should, like, if you're going with just Canadian artists.
Yeah.
Like, best Canadian rap album? I don't know, like.
Yeah, Her Loss, maybe? I don't know.
But not to give Drake any extra accolades or anything. I also saw another thing recently where I was, like, a little Drake update is that...
I think I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Some, like, high school basketball star who was just, like, talking and is like, yeah, like, Drake is just, like, really into high school basketball.
High school...
I wonder
female,
why.
Woman basketball.
High school basketball.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I mean, she's also being interviewed by Adam22, who is a proven, like, piece of shit pedophile rapist.
Yeah.
But... Another little piece of the puzzle that we're going to be adding here in the... I can't wait for the compilation, our Drake pedophile compilation to come out when he gets detained.
The Super Finger, we were right compilation.
Who could have seen this coming? Bitch, we did.
Cuts to 20 minutes of us fucking predicting the goddamn future.
It's just a known fact at this point.
Yeah.
But, we're vibing. There was the Drake Lil Yachty interview
That's
thing.
right.
Did you actually watch that?
That was entertaining. Yeah, they both came off as like pretty likable. Actually, like I'm not really like a Drake guy.
I just saw some clips,
but
I didn't actually watch the whole thing.
I thought it was entertaining. It was this kind of them shooting the shit like they're just friends. So,
right.
Wasn't anything
I'm saying if Lil Yachty's also into that
yeah
underage shit, then I'm not. I don't know. We're gonna have to take back some of the things we said about.
That's true. Yeah, we've been praising Lil Yachty the whole time, and and digging a deep hole with Drake this whole time as well. So
I've been in
I don't know.
Yachty hater day one, so I got
True.
nothing to lose.
Yeah. The only interesting thing that came out of that interview, really, the most newsworthy thing, was him saying like he's thinking about the possibility of a retirement in the near future. But
Yeah.
I feel like the wave of the top three of like Kendrick, Cole, and like Kendrick is choosing himself over the music industry and shit from his last album, and Kendrick on some of the, or not Kendrick, fucking J. Cole, and some of the new verses that he's been releasing has been teasing like this is the last fall off, is like the last J. Cole shit. So we could be seeing an end to this whole era potentially.
There's a whole generation that's kind of dying off, I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, because like you can't really. Like, you can't predict who the fuck is going to be the next like big star, and I also don't want to put Playboi Carti up on any sort of top 3 thing, because that's just not the kind of sound that I fuck with. I think the rap is just getting into a point where I think we talked about this last episode during Lil Yachty, talked about Lil Yachty's new album, about just like how rap is kind of just veering off into a lot of different genres and different sub-genres and directions that it's kind of going to be hard to pinpoint like who's the top, because there's a bunch of different people doing different shit.
I saw a thing also of Lil Wayne
so.
tweeting that he said, like, people are saying, like, between him and Jay-Z, like, he was saying, basically, I'm better than Jay-Z, like, I'm the best rapper of all time.
Okay. I mean, he should think that.
And I kind of agree with him.
I prefer Lil Wayne over Jay-Z, but...
And just, like, the output of Lil Wayne compared to Jay-Z is...
Yeah, because Jay-Z's put out, one project in the past, 7-8 years, and Wayne's still going, so...
Anyway, let's move on to our first segment of the night. We decided to do a couple of more bite-sized album reviews. Let's try to keep it to 30 minutes, maybe.
Some new albums that came out. We got 3 to talk about, main big ones.
And a early winter, start of the year classic is Slowthai putting out an album.
Yeah, he's bound to, pretty much every other year.
Tyron came out. I remember reviewing it. One of our first episodes after the winter break kind of thing.
Yeah, that was 2021, I guess.
2021.
An album that I liked a whole lot when it came out, but I haven't gone back to it as much since that year, really. I still stand by a lot of the songs, but it's just not as kind of cohesive as an album as I once thought, maybe. I don't find myself wanting to go back playing it from start to finish, because there is, the first half is all kind of bangers, second half is all kind of, the slower shit.
So, yeah, he put out this new album, Ugly. Initial thoughts?
I really like it a lot.
Me too.
I love the direction he's going at. I think Josh asked this question, again, last episode, about what kind of rapper would you want to see going in a different direction other than rap, and I think we mentioned Slowthai because we knew that the new album was going to be more kind of punk leaning project, and yeah, compared to Tyrone, I think it's a really cohesive body of work, and he doesn't need features even. I guess he has the one guy that does some of the choruses on some of them, but it's all him, and it's all super vulnerable and emotional and introspective and hard-hitting, and just fucking, he holds no punches through the whole thing, and I think it's a really, really solid project overall.
Yeah, I feel like with Slowthai, sometimes when a rapper goes rock, quote-unquote, it sounds a little bit too, a little sophomoric or whatever, but
yeah.
Slowthai's been already making...
He's been dabbling in it
that for long enough that he was, I think, ready for this, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
also, it's not all, punk rock music. There's different vibes. The first song, Yum, is a Yeezus, Death Grips, glitchcore type fucking production and shit. It's not really punk. There's a few other ones that are more so kind of pop punk almost, or more just straight up rock kind of shit. There's some that are more emo and stuff, and there's obviously rapping on it too. It's not like there's no rap on here.
Yeah, but I thought he pretty much delivered on all the different categories.
Yeah,
and it's he's not afraid to go there emotionally.
Yeah, exactly.
Some great primal screams.
Yeah.
Some moments where were almost so intense that I kind of had to laugh to myself while I was listening to it for the first time.
And I kind of at first I kind of thought it's a little bit, like image. Some of the bars are maybe a little bit immature, like the screaming is a little bit, kind of tacky almost at times. But the more I listen to it, I'm like, no, this is raw, it's real, it's his. Like he's feeling like this, and he's fucking making sure So I respect it. I don't really stand by that opinion anymore, but.
I feel like it would be just a really great time at a Slowthai show if he was doing this whole album and shit.
That's what I was thinking, especially during the first track where he was like, I need everyone in here to breathe, and then they do a bunch of breathing shit, and then he fucking goes back into the crazy beat or whatever, where I'm like, that would be a sick moment. Like, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, that would be sick to see live. I know he's doing a bunch of UK shows, but I don't know if he is doing any North American dates, but I would love to go.
You want to go through?
Go through some of the tracks here. Especially because we just watched the music video, the Yum music video for the first time.
Yeah.
Which kind of hammers home the points of like kind of the sex addiction that he's been going with that he kind of talks about in the first verse, and then he gets into like more drug addiction and shit throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole like breathing motif of like
going to therapy,
being alive, but also like sexual
struggling at the same
thing,
time,
but also like you might be dying or like going through a
lot of different ways to interpret it for sure.
Anxiety attack and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Almost kind of a weird dance track at the same time too. Like the drums and shit is like it makes me want to move, but like for the wrong reasons. He's talking about like, and I can't come, and I'm just like, am I trying to dance to this really though? Like
cocaine dick, it's a real problem. Look it up.
Speaking from experience,
not for me. But yeah, when he says "feel so good getting head when I titty fuck," that's
and the beat drops. It's
then you're like, okay, now I'm dancing and I don't know why. Like,
yeah. It's it would be interesting at a party. It would be an interesting crowd reaction, social experiment. But I'll be.
That's how you open the show if you're Slowthai. In my opinion.
100%. Yeah.
The industrial kind of sound, and he doesn't like reuse sounds too many times.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't get more like we're talking about the Lil Yachty album again last week, and like one of my gripes with it, even though I did love it and I still do, is that like it is a little bit. Some of the sounds are a little bit samey after a while because there's a few songs that are just like Tame Impala kind of thing, but like this shit is like very it differs pretty much throughout every single song.
Well, one thing is that like. That Lil Yachty album was probably like an hour long or something, or like
something like
this
that.
was only
like
less than 40. This is like less than So less time to
only like 12 tracks.
I was thinking about that today actually. About the difference between using the same sounds versus different sounds, and like the positives and negatives of that. Because I've been working on my own my own music, so not to make this about me or anything, but I'm just that's just been on my mind, because like, do I reuse this 808 sound because it'll it gives me a sense of identity, it's like, oh, this is like, or do I use a different sound to add variety, you know what I mean?
I think to me, like, the best case scenario is that you use sounds that are similar enough but not exactly the same, so it still gives you like an element of cohesiveness without being the same song over and over again, kind of thing. Like,
to me, it reminds me of like back when we started making videos when we were kids and stuff, and we would want to do jokes where we're breaking the fourth wall all the time and just looking right at the camera. But it's like you have to build the first wall before you break it down. Like, and in the same way, like you have to have an identity before you can start trying wildly different things, or it won't sound like anything,
Yeah.
But Slowthai, like he stays in a zone. There's only like one song that I think aesthetically sticks out a little bit, and that's Sooner.
Okay.
Which I still liked, but it was just a little bit had this more of a kind of a bouncy
rock kind of shit. To me, that one still works because like I do really enjoy the song, but to me it still works because it's like a happy kind of go-lucky kind of sounding song, but the lyrics are still fucking depressing and sad and shit. And talking about wanting to kill himself and stuff. Like, it's still to me thematically. To me, the one that sticks out more so is Feel Good, even though I really like that song as well. And we already talked about it on a previous podcast, but
that one grew on me even more as I listened to it. Me too.
But it's still like the danciness of it, and like it's almost like a pop rock, or not even a rock song. It's like, I don't really know the genre I would put it in, but to me it sticks out a little bit from the other ones.
Cock rock.
Pop
That's
cock
what I would
rock.
call it.
Poppycock.
Yeah, it's some poppycock out here. That's on the Rapcast today. But again, there's still
this
good
entire
songs.
project was rubbish. bloody rubbish, mate.
I love the use. I love just hearing "cunt" a whole lot in a pro. You don't hear that.
He
often
uses
enough,
the phrase "extravagant cunt" at one point, which is
love it.
But we kind of skimmed over "Selfish," which is like kind of the thesis statement of the whole album. Like I think that was makes sense as like the main.
The second song, dark, punky vibes, more introspective shit. I think we talked about it on a different podcast as well, but
Feel Good.
Still love it.
To me, it fits in because it's like the bipolar aspect of like pain and grief and like enjoyment and like the euphoria that comes from drugs and sex and all these things.
I think to me it would fit a little bit better if there was another song like this to kind of more so like the kind of I think we talked about when we talked about Tyrone is that it is a kind of a bipolar project because the first half is all like the aggressive shit and the second half is like the more solemn woe was me shit. And like to me it sticks out a little bit just because this one is like more of a happy shit and then there's the rest, then after that the rest of them are fucking sad. It's like it doesn't really like if he made more of an effort to make it more of a kind of a bipolar if that was more of a theme that he tried to push with, I could see it happening. But again, it's not a bad song. To me it sticks out a little bit, but I still love it and I still think it's a great song, and it overall works well in the in the scope of things, but just like sound wise.
That's kind of like what Josh was saying earlier a little bit about like you have to have a happy song so that people know what the stakes are for like when the sad song comes around. Like
because I want it right after "Feel Good" is one of the most devastating songs.
Because sometimes if it's like if it's an all sad album, but there's nothing to contrast, you don't know.
That's a good point, actually.
It's a sort of lack of context, I guess. Yeah. Maybe I don't know.
Again, I've heard this album maybe like 3 times, or maybe 4 times, so it's still new.
Never Again, heartbreaking story about
that one's crazy.
About how like he heard that like somebody in the neighborhood died that he used to know, or like an old girlfriend or something.
He used to have a relationship, and then like he ran into her parents, and then she's in like an abusive relationship or whatever, and he's like, okay, shit. Then he runs into her like trying to catch a pram, which I don't even. What's a pram? Is it a streetcar?
Pram.
Like, is it?
I think that's a streetcar.
Yeah, or a bus or something like that. And then they run into each other, and she kind of seems to express like how she still has love for him and still wants him to succeed and shit. And that kind of leaves him fucking like, oh shit, I don't even know what to think about that. And then turns into, I don't know how long later, but he's at a barbershop and hears news of the husband murdering his wife, and it turns out to be that same girl.
Just the way he told that story of like,
and I don't even need it to be real either. Like I don't, it's still devastating.
No, but just like the like suddenly hearing something and then like dropping everything and like
calling people and just trying to fucking like
falling on the ground and just like you know just being totally.
He sold it for sure. He made it sound real even if it isn't necessarily.
For sure.
I love the drums on this one too. Instrumentally, a lot of really cool guitar riffs and drum moments and great bass lines.
As we go through this, I'm realizing like I don't have a lot of negative things to say. Like this is definitely probably. I mean, it's better than Tyrone. I'll say it's more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But like some songs from Tyrone, I would definitely want to hear if I saw him live. Like
Cancelled would be a crazy one.
Like the really party songs from that one, but
Mazza.
It's not like he's going to do the James Blake song like live.
I would like
James
it, but
Blake
like
is there with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck It Puppet was one of my favorite.
Me too.
Hip hop.
This is like the one like real hip hop shit. It's almost too short, but like I really enjoy it. The beat is like fucking bonkers on it to me.
He kind of gets into that like almost Eminem vibe of like rapping back and forth with like the voices in his head and shit, and they're like telling him to kill himself, and he's like, you know, I want to kill myself. Good. Yeah. You wouldn't do it because you're a pussy. You know, and
it's crazy.
He also says, "Good looking cunt." Whatever. Like he's just really not afraid to just like.
He's selling it. This whole time he's going for it.
Like the whole time, like one of the things that this album reminded me of was the Ali G show, which was
Ali G. Is that YouTuber from back in the day or?
No, this is Borat, like Sacha Baron Cohen's character, who he's like a UK like bruv kind of guy.
Yeah.
But he like really does that kind of silly accent. It kind of makes the punk seem more authentic on this album.
Yeah, and it just reminds me of like fucking the Clash and shit, you know, and the Ramones and shit.
Yeah, the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, like there's definitely hints of all that shit. And it's definitely he's been influenced by it for a while now. You can tell if you listen to his older shit too.
So I feel like the happy and ugly songs are kind of like the album is kind of built around.
Yeah, back to back.
that and the songs worked as a piece, like
Yeah,
together.
I agree. Yeah, the happy song is kind of just being talking about he would do anything to be happy. He can have all these things, but he would still like trade everything to be happy. And I love the bar, like the super. It's like really tongue in cheek of like he make the good times feel like swinging from a rope, and then he makes like choking fucking noises like he's being hung or whatever, which is like just super good imagery to me.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole song, really.
This is the one where he has like the "It's okay to cry" thing on the
H-P-P-Y, and it's like kind of like almost like 3 Days Grace guitars in it, or it's like kind of like a moody, emo-y. I couldn't quite pinpoint like what I think.
Those are like the most like full band rock music.
Yeah,
like not just rock inspired rap, but like actually fully being a singer songwriter.
Yeah, and fusing these things together, and not just doing a pop punk fucking album just to do it.
Yeah,
right?
like MGK style, just like throwing a guitar around,
fusing different genres together to make something new, which I think is the best way to do it. But
yeah, it was definitely bound to be like a UK guy to figure this shit out and make it work, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than these silly American artists that we listen to.
Ugly, I will say, the chorus is kind of a little bit much, like the UGLY repeated, and he does it like 3 or 4 times, and it's just a little bit much, but it makes sense for the track. It's a super dark, kind of slow.
He has a strong verse on that one, though.
Yeah, the verses are very strong. The chorus, I'm not crazy about, is the one thing I'd say about it.
It kind of drags a little bit. I'd
say, the song is a little bit messy, but like I think like throughout this album, like there are parts where it's like a little bit maybe rough around the edges or a little bit messy. Some of the singing maybe, but like I think it adds to the charm and it adds to the whole persona that he's trying to give off of. He's trying to do better. He's trying to fucking talk about this shit, but it's really hard for him. So sometimes he has to scream. Sometimes he has to talk about titty fucking just to keep him fucking sane. You know what I'm saying? Like without because he's spilling his guts on a lot of these songs. So to me, I respect that aspect of it.
Falling was one of my favorite like anthem kind of tracks.
That one didn't catch me right away, but it's grown on me. Just because at first I'm like, well, it's a little one note. He's not really. It's kind of just talking about how he's falling the whole time out in outer space and shit. But it's an emotional track for sure. He's screaming at the end and shit.
It's the way the track builds.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes it work. But it's a simple idea for a song. That's the one where I was feeling the Ali G comparisons a little bit more, because he was like when the accent goes to the point where he's saying like truth or whatever, like he says like he substitutes the F sound in there, or like he really goes at it with the accent, you know. And I feel like British people, like when no one's around, like they gotta just drop the whole accent, right? Like, and Slowthai is like, there's no way he's like always talking like that. Like,
no, I feel like he is. I feel like he's like pure UK.
In his mind, he's straight like fucking like I can't even really do a good impression of it because it's more.
It's too zany.
It's like Cockney or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what region of dialect it comes from necessarily, but another kind of very like punk kind of sounding song overall, just in terms of the vibes that I'm getting.
Okay, What's Funny is my favorite.
Same with the next one. What's Funny, again, it didn't grab me much at first, but it's grown on me since. Just the whole thing talking about fucking just him finding things that are out there that are funny in the world, even though most people like wouldn't think they're funny. Just talking about dark humor and shit like that, and a bunch of kind of dark situations and shit like that.
Yeah, but it's also kind of expanding on the themes from the Selfish song about people being selfish in society and like, you know, only doing things if there's something in it for them.
Yeah, true.
I really like the part where he's explaining that, and then he's like, "It's fucked up, for fuck's sakes."
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, and then people are like in the background, like, "Oi, oi, oi!"
Yeah, very Ramones type of fucking.
That one made me want to riot, kind of.
Yeah, that would be a great live one. And I was looking up information about the album as well today, and apparently the album was going to be called "What's Funny," which I think could have also worked, but I think until he made the song Ugly, then he was like, oh, okay, that's like the thesis of the shit.
Right.
But I get it, I get what he was going for.
As a reference, can you, when you burp, can you do it away from the
microphone?
Am I stinking? Away from the microphone, because I keep picking it up.
Good, I want them to hear it.
Okay, because when I was listening to the year-end podcast,
I was very burpy.
I listened to three of the three of them back to back to back, and by the end of it, I was so sick of your burping.
Well, that's your fault for watching fucking 5 hours of Rapcast back to back, man. But it's because I get drunker throughout the podcast, so it's fucking...
I'm just saying, hey, do it away from the mic, please.
I'm taking the note into consideration, but it will not be resolved.
Rapcast viewers, remember where you were when the rift between Josh and Andrew really started. It was on episode 49.
Bro, we've been like
riffing since fucking 2 dogs
for like a quarter of a century.
Since you tried to kill me when I was a child.
Yeah, and I should have.
Oh my god! You would be nowhere. This podcast would be nowhere without me. All right.
Me and Josh would be doing the podcast. If that
meant I could stop your incessant burping.
I'll start farting again. I'll start farting. I'll just have it come out the other direction.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, come on.
Let's do that. I'd rather have that because at least it's muffled. God damn it.
I'm standing up next time I have to fart. Believe that. Next track.
No, let's keep going with this theme.
Come on, man.
Let's do a true life episode.
All right.
My friend can't stop burping.
Next track, Tourniquet, might be my favorite one on here.
That's definitely like one of the more creative ones because like he's flowing with it, but it's also like the emotional peak of the album.
Yeah,
in a weird way.
He's screaming at the same time, break my bones, and type shit.
But it's like it's a scream / cry rap where he flows, which is very rare. Like you can do unique scream rap, but it's just all emotion. But there's no. Yeah. But he actually slides on this pretty interesting instrumental as well, like which like they got some pianos and whatever, like some interesting musical accompaniment for it.
For sure. And I think the emotion at this point, it's good having this song at this point in the album because you kind of understand what he's going for here, and like the emotion really works here in terms of he's screaming like my jokes are not funny. My jokes are not funny. Just like completely, just be like, oh man, like he's really going through it. Like he's laying it all out.
By the end of it, I love the part where he's just going like, take it all, take everything. Yeah, you can have it all.
Yeah, and he just like dead ass like screaming like a motherfucker in it. Yeah, it's great.
That was the part where like in like the last minute of it where he's
just wailing. Which at first, listening to it, I'm like, this is a little bit kind of like, is this really warranted? But like, no, it is.
Like, because I don't actually know how to deal with emotions. Like, I laughed. Like,
same.
Like, because
it's one of those. I'm uncomfortable, so I laugh.
That's for me during the best horror movies I've ever seen. It's just like, holy shit, this is fucked up. You know, I laugh at it.
Yeah, because it's like your body, like your mind doesn't really know how to...
Because I've never been into that scary of a situation, right? So I don't know how to react.
And when we get to the Logic album later, we'll be talking about another moment, but where it was more funny bad.
There's a few of those moments, but...
so that's coming up.
Well, we're almost done with this one. Last song here, 25% Club.
Also a quality track, not my favorite.
Yeah, not my favorite either. But it's nice to have like acoustic like song. And he's actually like singing, like he tries his hand at singing throughout the project, and this is probably the best attempt at it. Where he's like, oh, okay, it's like he's holding some range during the chorus, which is good.
I was kind of thinking about
wraps up all the themes nicely as well.
How you said before that like when you were reviewing the Gene Dawson thing. About how, like, you know, some of the singing is a little bit, but, like, punk singing is supposed to be kind of bad. Like, that's the whole...
Yeah, that's why it didn't really bother me, whereas the Lil Yachty album, it's like... don't you expect it kind of to be better than, you know, some of those attempts that he had on there? But, like, for punk, it's I give it more leeway for that exact reason.
I'd say, like, it's definitely easier to... I mean, depending on what kind of rapper you are, it's probably easier to go punk than to go like psychedelic because
psychedelic rock. That's
more of a you're having to like revive a whole scene that doesn't necessarily. Like, but yeah. By the way, our vinyl of the day is Dark Side of the Moon. Well, it was the 50th anniversary. It was
the 50th anniversary recently of that.
An album I remember listening to and thinking, dude, what if I smoked weed and listened to this? And like. When the first song "Breathe in the Air" comes on, like you do kind of want to smoke a joint, like Josh, even though you don't smoke, like
if you were to smoke to any album,
it would probably be that one.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Wizard of Oz while listening to this album?
Yes, I watched the YouTube. It was like the lineup was on YouTube for a little while before they started getting really strict about their content infringement. It doesn't line up as well as you'd think it, as everybody.
Yeah, I think I remember watching like some clips. I'm like, oh, some of those are good, but like, there's no way the whole fucking movie, you know, like.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And even the drummer Dick Mason was like, "Yeah, whoever figured that out has way too much time on their hands."
Right.
So, any wrapping up thoughts on Slowthai? It kind of came out of nowhere with like, as far as we don't cover a lot of UK artists, but it was mainly because of his association with Brockhampton and Kenny Beats and like other,
and some of the features that he had in his last project, like fucking Dominic Fike and Denzel was on there, and James Blake and shit.
So he has like a lot of good artistic peers that help him elevate his music, but on this one he pretty much stood alone. But like, I'm
sure he had influences from a lot of people, and like production wise, like I didn't look into the production really, so I'm sure there's a lot of people behind the scenes. But like, I'm glad I don't really need a feature.
Well, there was another singer on
Ethan something or Eric something, I don't know.
I honestly didn't like his.
I liked his shit because I'm like, it adds just a little bit more emotion for the moments where. Like, if it was either him singing it or if it's Slowthai singing it, I'd rather have someone who can actually sing very well for these parts, you know what I'm saying?
Right, so maybe he brought in a pinch hitter to do some
just for the choruses, but overall, I think it's really solid, really emotional, it hits home. Again, like I said, he holds no punches, gives it his all the whole time. Again, similar to Yanni's album in terms of these rappers now that are fucking expanding into different genres, either because they're tired of rap or because they want to just try something new, and I think this is a very successful attempt at that. And like you said earlier, it's probably because he had a little bit more experience maybe than Yachty did leading up to going in this punk direction. But it's also cool that it's not all punk. There's some hip-hop still in there. But I also understand why some people, like, I've been seeing some mixed reviews, like some Pitchfork or some shit rated it poorly or some shit, and like, I understand, you know, I know it's always fuck Pitchfork, but like in general, even just like on Reddit or something on Twitter or whatever. But like, I understand why some people might not like it, because obviously, if you're a fucking rap head, then you might not like this kind of shit. But if you are smart like we are, then you will appreciate this project.
Real rap heads don't even like rap; they like when rappers do other shit.
Deadass.
It's like that. It's like that one hard drive article that was like, a real Simpsons fan doesn't think any of it is good.
Yeah. We are definitely the right type of content consumers.
Yeah.
And our opinions are objectively right.
Speaking of the internet being right about somebody, Logic. Somebody who... We should have left Logic where we left Rick and Morty, okay? We can't even talk about Rick and Morty anymore because it turned out Justin Roiland was...
To be fair, I smoked out of a Rick and Morty bong on Friday, so...
Shit.
We still out here.
You better check your fucking DMs.
Oh, man. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, I didn't write any of this shit. It's just like a bunch of texts to minors. What?
Yeah.
You know, I think Logic is probably the rapper that we've talked about probably the most on this fucking podcast. Like, just because he drops so often, and I keep trying to be like, hold on, guys. Like, it's good. And No Pressure is still a great project. Final Days, I think it's still pretty decent. Too many skits, obviously. But if you're talking about too many fucking skits, this new album, College Park.
For the record, I thought the College Park was probably... I think it was maybe better than Vinyl Days.
Okay.
But you could take, like...
I think the highs of Vinyl Days are higher than the ones on here.
Yeah, you know maybe it's just because Vinyl Days is so long, and because they split up all the skits into their own tracks, so it made the thing look even longer.
But to me, if I take out the skits on Vinyl Days, which I did for every single one of them, and you take off like 4 or 5 of the songs that aren't as good, it ends up being a pretty solid album to me. Where this one's harder because the skits are on every single song, and they're not a separate song, so you have to listen to them if you want to listen to the whole track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Here's what I'll say. Like, I continue to not like Logic really that much, and I mainly listen to it just for this podcast, and to try to understand your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Logic has... Not to hate on you... This isn't hate, but, like, he has influenced your way of rapping a little bit, to a degree.
I guess. I wouldn't say he's one of my bigger influences, but like, you know, if I ever try to do like rap quickly, then maybe you can make that argument. But
I think there's some stylistic similarities.
Production wise, for sure, I would say. I think the production for Logic is always sound.
But in my attempt to get to know you more, listening to Logic and understanding, because it's more like the classic Logic was more like what you really got into, and that got you into rap.
If I were to, you know, if we weren't doing the podcast and I were trying to sell you on Logic, this wouldn't be the project I would start you with. I'd start with like 4 or 5 projects before this one, right? Like, and most of them would be from his earlier discography.
But like something that I was talking about recently is how like I'm starting to realize more that like Green Day was like not really like that like. I got into Green Day as a kid, and definitely they have some great albums, but like
they have like maybe 3 or 4 like great albums,
but they're not like it's just like when you realize that you got into something when you got into it, and it meant a lot to you then, but like I understand how they're not like the best rock band ever to most people.
I like in Green Day to The Simpsons, where it's like no, like the early shit is like good, but like a whole lot of bullshit since.
But some people
that kind of ruins their legacy.
Some people are like only 90s Green Day. I don't like the American Idiot stuff,
which is weird because I like Dookie, Insomniac, American Idiot, and that's kind of like those are the ones that I really only go back to for the most part. Like 21st Century Breakdown has a few good tracks.
Not Nimrod.
Nimrod is great too. I forgot about that one. Nimrod's fantastic.
The point being that like Logic was more the type of guy that you were when you were 20.
I had a Logic poster in my fucking dorm room in first year. I was definitely I had a Logic t-shirt. I saw him with G-Eazy. I was a different person back in fucking 2018.
No, but that's the funny thing about this podcast is trying to coming to terms with our own personal taste and like understanding why we got into something when we got into it or whatever. But he never really spoke to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But maybe it's because I was more in the Kanye world of artists that like Logic. But Logic does, you know, he had like Childish Gambino on a song, so right?
There's artistic merit to his earlier shit, and like the Incredible True Story album is like a well done concept album that doesn't try to hammer it home as much as this one does, or as much as some of his newer stuff does. But yeah, we can. Do you even want to go track by track, or are you?
Okay. No, I actually have a lot. I wrote a lot because
I wrote a decent amount too.
I'll say when he tries to do rock stuff, it's pretty much doo-doo. I don't like it at all.
The Supermarket album is one of the worst things.
But even on this album, he tries to do a little bit of rock, and I don't like it very much at all.
I like the Cruising Through the Universe intro where he's kind of on acoustic shit. I'm like, it's vibey, but it's not doing it for me. Overall, this song isn't very good. He's not really rapping about much.
Still, like, to be somewhat positive, like, the album is listenable, and there are some very good production.
There are good moments, but it's bogged down by, to me, the worser moments in the skits and the other things.
So, we kind of talked about the first track already. Like, the RZA verse on it, I like.
Yeah, it's decent. And, you know, the whole thing is, like, it's a dream. So it's like, okay, it can kind of be a little bit, like, just kind of talking about space and aliens and that kind of shit. I'm like, okay, it makes sense, but it's also, like, it doesn't make for the most impactful intro in the whole world. Like, it's not one that I'm going to go back to that often, honestly.
Second track, thumbs down for me. I didn't really.
I like Wake Up. It's the chorus is repetitive, but this is one of the first singles on it, and it's grown on me personally. But kind of reminiscing about the past, growing up in the hood. Nothing new for Logic. It's simple. It's not inoffensive, which I have that written down a few times on here.
Not inoffensive.
I was like, it's not inoffensive, so I'll let it pass. At this point, if there's not a lot of cringe bars on it and it's not inoffensive, then I'll consider it a win.
That one like made me think like something that I don't like about Logic is his type of political bars that he does are always kind of like oversimplify things and being like, oh, and then people do the drugs because they do this and then they do that,
that's true.
And everybody's fucked up and I'm the guy who knows the answers, like that kind of
that's true
thing. At the end of the track, there's the like British girl voice.
Which I don't think she's even British. Lucy Rose, is she? I don't even know. She's been on other Logic songs, and I don't think she's
that's one of the skits that comes through is like this BBC documentary voice.
That comes
about
through.
Like and then Logic and his friends. They all fucking went to school in Maryland and then became rap stars and whatever. Like giving this big gravitas to something.
For something that they're just literally driving around, smoking weed, listening to music, and going to fucking In-N-Out and shit.
It has, like, the plot line of, like, Harold and Kumar.
Yeah. It takes itself a little too seriously with that shit.
Okay, next track, Lightsabers, the first good song.
I read that one's one of my favorites on here. Very triumphant beat with a chorus that's super solid as well. I will say I have a few problems with some of the bars. Says here at one point, don't give up your dreams for a 9 to 5. If you don't love your job, then what's the point? Maybe just because I'm in a different mentality, but it's like some people don't put everything into their job, and sometimes their job is just a job. Like, you don't have to get everything out of it. Your job doesn't have to be everything to you. You can have a family life, and shit you do outside of work can be your main purpose. Like, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit...
Sometimes you do the things... you do work in order to maintain the lifestyle of the things that you do.
Exactly, yeah. So,
yeah,
I take a little bit of issue with that, but...
There's a bar in the previous song as well about, like... Oh, and these people, they're flipping burgers because, like, they didn't get any chance to do anything else, and blah blah blah. And it's like,
the system's fucked up. You can't, like, people are gonna have to flip burgers.
Some people,
man. Like,
some people enjoy, like, doing services.
No, if every single person followed their dreams, the society would collapse as we know it.
Yeah, like the society needs engineers.
Yeah, It was like that one tweet that was like. It's like everybody needs to stop becoming a TikTok star. We need fucking plumbers.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and if SpongeBob has taught me anything, is that you can find joy in flipping
and being a fry cook. Yeah,
exactly.
The C. Castro guy he's on that track.
Yeah, I think it's a cool verse. I like the beat switch. It's interesting. The second half is interesting because he's kind of admitting that he, like, kind of sold out and got the bag and just, like, was not really trying for part of his career. Right. Which, like, I think the first time he's, like, on wax, like, actually rapping about it. Like, I think he's alluded to it before, but, like, it's interesting.
Just being like, hey, like, I straight up just sold out.
Yeah, now, but then he's also telling you to not. He's telling the viewers to not sell out and get the bag, but also he is admitting that he did it.
I know. He said, because that's one part I don't like is when he's like, oh, you want the money? You want the fame?
But don't do it for that.
Oh, but no. But no, don't do it for the fame.
But also, he's a multimillionaire. Like, you should, like,
easy for you to say. You're already famous.
Exactly. Yeah. That's another part I took issue with. But
Clone Wars 3, I would say, like, in the category of, like, nerd rap, like, it's a pretty decent, like, song.
It's okay. I don't. I can take it or leave it.
He kind of goes into this thing about. I'm not as good as Kendrick and Cole or whatever, but I'm not going to compare myself. I'm just going to be myself, which, like, I kind of like that sentiment to a degree.
But also, he's also talking about here how he's like, at one point he's like, they could never be Logic, and I'm like, well, that's true inherently because no one can be someone else, but...
Get out of here.
There's many people that can make a Logic song. Nikki, go. Or what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as unique as he might think it is, but my main thing is that, like, he's another kind of thing here, which is interesting, that he's admitting that he's, like, kind of in the past he's been biting from Kendrick, from Cole, from Lupe, from Jay-Z, from a bunch of his contemporaries, but all of a sudden now he's like, I'm gonna be me for the first time, even though on the rest of this album he's biting other artists still. So it's like, sure, he's admitting it, but he's also saying, like, on the same time he's like, well, nothing's original anyway. There's only 7 notes to a scale, or 12 or whatever. So it's whatever. I'm allowed to get away with it, and you guys can't hate me anymore now just because I said it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, this is distracting me a lot.
All right, she's gonna sit down right here, and she's gonna be good. There you go.
Okay.
It's just a little bit like he's a contrarian, or just like he's
inconsistent.
Yes. In terms of the kind of shit he's saying, like, it's cool to see that he's finally admitting that he's been biting on some of these rappers. But if he's still going to continue biting, then what's the point of admitting it? I
just personally really love all that stuff about trying to be somebody else, and then he's like, "Look, I'm just me, anime loving, video game loving."
yeah. That was I wrote that one down just because
that one made me think of you. Like, you're listening to this, like, oh, yeah.
No, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, it's fucking cringe, bro. No, I'm at this point, I'm, like you said earlier, like, in terms of how we've grown up with rap and, like, we change as people, and I'm just like, maybe, I know that Logic isn't all that, but, like, this one I'm...
No, but, like, here's the thing is, like, I think Logic would be cool if he leaned more into the nerd rap stuff and just was, like...
Instead of trying to defend it all the time.
Yeah, instead of being so self-conscious about it, just be like, this is a whole song about fucking Star Wars or whatever, like, I don't know, like, just do...
Yeah, it could be good, yeah.
because like that was
Trippie Redd did that whole fucking Dragon Ball.
His
Z
whole
song.
thing of like, I'm
fire.
not from the hood. Like I'm interested in video games and anime and stuff like that. Like I have my own interests. Like, and sometimes he just gets to the point where he's like, oh, I just did a Futurama bar. That's a bender and whatever. Like, he's just like, putting funny references in just I
will say I did kind of like the Bender bar, but I'm like,
why not? That's where I was like, that's the Young Jizz reference. I could see Young Jizz in that. You would do a bar like that if you
I could, yeah.
But I want to get to the end here because the drive-through bit was really, really bad.
Yeah. I mean, all of the skits are pretty bad acted, and especially with Logic doing like the female fucking like drive-through.
I was going to say that. I found that so offensive.
Like that's not fun. Like I get that's what he thinks is funny, and it's like okay, he's going to do him, and he doesn't care what other people think. But like, I'm telling you, Logic, it's not very funny.
That reminded me of like cringily trying to be funny in high school. Like when you would do a fake girl voice and be like,
exactly. And a lot of the bars on here are like when his buddy came into the car and he was like, oh yeah, bitches, like trying to do like a fucking like porno sound fucking like one of his friends does like a thing, and I'm like,
his friends' jokes are so corny in it, like
go do something else. Do something else. Do something else.
This is a major fight. Nikki stops the podcast dead in its tracks.
Dog. Pause.
Dog break.
Alright, come lie down. Come. Up. Come here. Good girl. Lie down. Down.
We really are just doing the dog cast at this point. A joke.
Yeah, so she's a retriever Spinone breed.
The dog cast.
Alright, that's enough of Clone Wars 3.
Red Pill, there's a bar about...
There's plenty of cringe bars on this one.
My therapist is Australian. She helps me when I'm down under.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he starts off... I think there's one that he opens up with, which is like immediately cringe, and I'm like, man.
My problem with this one is that, like, the fast rapping is what it is. Like, if you like that, it is pretty good, like, impressive fast rapping, but to me it's just rambling. Yeah,
and there's no chorus or anything. There's nothing tying any of the bars together. I will say, like, the second half of the song is, like, there's noticeably less cringe bars, like, towards the second half of the verse, but, like, it's still not... It really doesn't really do anything anymore for me. I probably would have liked this song a lot more 6 years ago, but here we are in 2023.
This one at the end, the BBC documentary voice comes back, and it's really like, oh, the problem with society is the people die of unexpected consequences in it, and it's just really like, okay, come on, guys, like, we've heard
really heavy-handed with some of the
we've
shit,
heard of these ideas before. You don't need to explain this to me like I'm a fucking 12-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's a lot of what Logic's fan base is now, is just, teenagers. But
he's 33.
Yeah, he is.
So, I don't know if I believe that.
I mean, so is MGK, and he's doing pop punk.
I guess so. Next track, Playwright, just not that interesting.
To me, I like the song itself a lot, just because, like, it's a vibe. It's not, like, trying to be anything. Like, he's not trying to technically rap his ass off. He's not trying to be that lyrical. It's just a vibe. The beat's nice. I like the inclusion of Andy Hull. Like, the singing part is cool. But again, he's just kind of biting off of, like, fucking A Tribe Called Quest or some shit, in terms of, like, some of the shit that he's... In terms of, like, kind of just the style.
Next track, Gaithersburg Freestyle. I thought, the energy that they brought for that
was one of my favorite ones, just because it's a tight, hard-hitting rap song.
And this is kind of what we wanted out of this album, was like showcase the College Park crew, and they do have some skill.
Yeah.
Beyond just Logic, but like Logic is the best rapper.
Yeah, C-Dog Castro I think is pretty good on some of the songs. I
like Big Lenbo.
Big Lenbo has a good voice as well.
It's more his voice that I like, where I don't think his verses are really that wild, but
yeah, he has good personality. Scipio, this one's almost just a fucking skit. Like, there's only, like, 2 minutes of rapping, and it's not really about anything at all, and then the rest of it is the fucking BBC voice of, like, coming of age.
He disses his wife on this one.
Yes, his ex-wife, yeah.
So, yeah, because I remember, like, seeing fucking clips from, like, DJ Academics of, like, oh, Logic just bought his wife a fucking Range Rover or whatever. And
she was on, like, the album cover of like, Bobby Tarantino 2, I think. and then they got divorced like a few months after that. I think, honestly.
I wonder what their fights were about, but
yeah, I think she was like trying to be a singer, but like also was like a YouTuber and shit, and was just kind of I don't know, she seemed kind of like a bitch, you know.
Yeah, you
like
know,
most women.
I
Happy
give my
International Women's Day from the Rapcast.
Women get the young jizz from me. No clout. I'm giving her no clout. Wait till the lights out.
I'm just imagining the arguments. Your bars are mid, Logic. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But you know, he's in a happy marriage right now, it seems. So with children on the way. But yeah, this track did nothing for me.
Self-Medication was a pretty good song.
I like this one. Redman verse is great. What do you think of the Seth MacFarlane inclusion? Some people thought it was corny just to have Brian from fucking Family Guy on this shit. I thought it was like, it added a cool element, and it's like an interesting vibe. Like,
I thought, why not? Like, why not bring the Family Guy into the...
And if you have all these connections like J.J. Abrams and fucking like all these random people that you're getting on vinyl days, like, might as well use them for not just skits. Might as well like get their artistic shit on here too, and like have him sing, because Seth MacFarlane is like a decent singer. I mean, he's just doing like a Frank Sinatra impression, but
yeah. We should review Seth MacFarlane's crooning album that he put out.
I have a Seth MacFarlane. I should have put that up. I'm gonna. All right. Mid-podcast vinyl switch right here.
This has never happened in the history of this show.
I forgot that I had this shit. Seth MacFarlane. Happy holidays.
Oh, we should have saved that for the next Christmas episode.
Yeah, we still can.
I've said this to you before. I just can't stand how smug he looks all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know.
He does look smug. I like the beat on Self-Medication. I think it's a solid Logic verse. He has a bar about y'all a bunch of e-boys, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. There's like a concept there, you know.
Yeah.
This comes up a little bit later, I guess, but he explores the concept of like not drinking ever until he turned 27.
Yeah, that Village Slum song, which is mostly about
and then
addiction to alcoholism.
You know, because his parents were like alcoholics, and then like now he's kind of in this state where he's like is afraid that he might go down the same path
because it's in his genes and shit like that. Yeah,
and like growing up, going to AA and stuff like that. Like I think when Logic just uses his real life stories, it's something that can like.
That's why Under Pressure is like one of the best Logic albums to me, is because it's literally just him,
right?
His whole story.
That's his more of his strength, I think, than when he's just bragging.
But that's the thing, is that like once you do that though, you have to do. You can't just keep repeating like I grew up in the hood. I'm from came from nothing and now I'm something. Like it just seems like that's all he's had to say for quite a while. Also, I want to point out this Redman bar. I learned how to fuck from my babysitter, but I still like who I am in the mirror. So, shout out Redman for, loving loving himself. You know, I never fucked a babysitter, so I can't relate. But
we had a whole discussion of this on the Drake sus bars thing. I think.
Oh, I think we maybe we did. Yeah,
and we determined that yes, it is fucked up too. Especially, like, if someone dates somebody later on in life that they babysitted when they were a kid, that's grooming.
Yeah.
Like when you make out with your best friend's baby sis, you know, the one with short hair you used to babysit.
You know. That's gone.
That was a character, okay? It wasn't...
It's true.
Real childish Gambino.
Next song, Shimmy, Joey Badass. What do you I'm curious to see your thoughts on this one.
Best song on the album.
Really?
It, like, as far as just a
rap song,
straight up song.
At first I was like, it's kind of bad, but mainly because I thought that like during the choruses it kind of like cuts out a few times and shit, and I thought that I'm like, is this a clean version or some shit? Like it was kind of just sporadic.
No, that's just the style of beat.
That's just like the fucking DJ shit doing. So, I mean, it's grown on me since. The Joey Badass verses I think is super solid, and Logic does his thing, and but it's very like it's biting off ODB, the whole shimmy ya shit.
Yeah, I mean he said the shimmy thing earlier on in the album as well. Yeah. Wearing his influences on his sleeve,
which he's done his whole career, really,
but. You know, ODB is dead, so don't have to worry about ripping him off.
Damn, yeah, okay.
He died, like,
And I guess he got the fucking
90s.
whole Wu-Tang on the shit, on a song, so I guess he's probably cool with
there's a
them.
Wu-Tang theme throughout,
Yeah.
so that is pretty cool, I guess. And I can't hate on that song. And Joey Badass floats on it with his...
I like the bar where he's like, who that be? Bitch, it's Himothy.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was funny.
The next track, Paradise with Nora Jones.
Yeah. I like this one as well.
It's a groovy thing. I think with his flow, I think he rambled a little bit too much on
Maybe
it.
a little bit too long, but I think it's a solid verse with, like, there's no cringe bars again, so it passes my seal of approval for a Logic song.
Yeah, but the instrumentation was tight.
Yeah. The worst skit on the album is on this song.
I agree.
Easily. With they go to a gas station, and then there's a robber, and then the robber, like, kills himself somehow, like, just shoots himself in the face, and then the cashier, who's also played by Logic, this fucking woman cashier.
Another Logic doing a woman voice.
And then he's like, I'll do anything to repay you. And there's like, suck a dick or something. And then you hear the fucking fly going down. I'm like, what the fuck did I just listen to? Like, I was like, what? Like, way to ruin, like, a decent song. Like, holy shit.
Man. I hate how just, like, the characters in the skits are just, like, they just, like, hit on every single woman that, oh, she's really fine, though. Like, oh, it's so hot. Like, but they're trying to do, like, oh, we were all a bunch of horny, like, 19-year-olds at the time and all this stuff. Like, but they're just, like, hitting on every...
But even though, like, the acting is generally, like, not great, like, the voice acting, and, like, the writing is poor, and, there's never a point really where I'm going to want to listen to the skit all the way
It's just
through,
like, they could have put so much more effort into it and made it sound more, like, believable, or, like, I feel like they went with first takes.
Yeah. Because they probably just had all of his homies in one room. Let's just bang it out tonight, you know? I don't know. And it's like a 3-minute fucking skit, too. It's like way too long.
So long.
Next song, Come On Down.
I didn't like...
It's an interesting concept, but it's super fucking basic, again, of, like, selling your soul, being from the hood, having trauma, but wanting to trade everything for a better life, for a music industry, to be a famous rapper.
and then the industry is fucked up, too.
The beat's interesting. That's the best thing about the song, I think.
Village Slum, we already talked about it, but...
I think it's a really solid
There's
one.
a skit at the end where they do the whole joke about, like...
I don't smoke weed, man.
Oh, but this weed is called brain rape.
Yeah.
And, like... That was... The thing is that's, like, the accurate... Like, that was where humor was at in 2011.
Yeah.
Of, like...
The first time I heard the skit, I'm like, that's kind of funny.
Have you heard about these new weed...
Yeah.
Flavors that are,
I can
like,
see myself saying that.
Make you have an anxiety
Yeah.
attack or whatever,
Yeah.
and, like, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I guess this skit kind of makes sense on this song because the song is about addiction and shit, and his friends are trying to get him to smoke weed, but, like, that's grasping at straws there to make a connection, really. And it plays into the next song, High Life, which we don't even have to talk about because it's utter fucking garbage. And
I like that song, actually. It's stupid, but I kind of like it.
Man. It's like the worst fucking Logic song. It's like anyone could have written that song. Like,
that's why I like it, though, because it's just silly, and it's just like...
He's made stoner anthems before that are much better than this one. There's one with Wiz Khalifa, which is, like, super solid, but...
I think part of it is it just sounded good in comparison to the other tracks, so I was just like, smoking weed.
That's the one that
chill.
I just crossed out and didn't write anything for because I'm like, I didn't want to talk about that one.
There's another posse cut, which is like some longitude point or whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. At this point, I'm just kind of done with the album. The rest of it is like just kind of.
There's a really corny intro thing where he's like, "Logic's the coolest motherfucker ever."
Since Michael
like a
Jackson
mixture
and
of Prince and Michael Jackson and
fucking way to suck your own dick, man. AO with Bun B is like, it's laid back, it's chill. The Bun B features are cool, but it doesn't really do anything.
I didn't like his singing at all, and there was a really awful bar about like, I drive like Ryan Gosling. I got drive like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, now we're getting to the point where I literally like laughed my fucking ass off, and this was at the end of the Lightyear song
when
he's in the back of the car with a friend and being like, I'm successful, but I'm also scared.
He's like crying and he was like, I want to be me, and like I want to. Well, also like in the beginning of the song, he was like, "Don't worry, guys, I'll never fucking change." And then he immediately is like, "I want to be a singer-songwriter."
He's like, yeah, this rap thing is cool, but
yeah, I'm like, bro, then why are you like again? He's contradicting himself like once again.
But the part where I literally like laughed was right at the end of his thing where he was like, I think I'm gonna try like doing other shit, and he's like, like you should really be thankful about like what's gonna happen in 10 years or whatever, and then like, and then the way it transitions,
Here I am. And I'm like, bro,
it transitions into like a really
super corny, basic acoustic fucking and, like he's not a very talented singer.
And he's like, and now I'm here, and I'm doing this type of song.
Yeah, man.
I got a good chuckle from that. That was good.
Another note I have written down for this song is that he has like 3 or 4 outro tracks where they're like 10-minute songs. Like, you don't do it once. Like, J. Cole did it once on 2014 Forest Hills. Like, you can have like one last call. You know what I'm saying? Like a last call type track in your discography. But it loses its essence once at the end of every album there's going to be a 10-minute fucking track. Final Days, it was just him shouting out every single person that worked with Def Jam and shit. And like, this one didn't need to be nearly as long.
It's punishingly long.
Yeah. The wrapping up of the first, like, the actual, like, song part of it is like, okay, but then he goes on the rigor mortis beat from Kendrick, which is, again, fucking biting Kendrick to an extent. I mean, I guess he's self-aware of it, but it doesn't mean that it's excusable.
There's a lot more, like, self-justification of, like, well, yeah, I went pop so I could make a bunch of money. And,
he did a bunch of that as well.
And really driving home this thing of, like, well, I made my whole thing about peace, love, and positivity, so, you know.
Can't hate me.
Yeah. It was all worth it because I spread some peace, love, and positivity. I said the phrase peace, love, and positivity, so that cleanses me of anything I've ever done. Man. Overall,
this is one of the weaker Logic albums to me, and it's not as bad as, probably Conventions of a Dangerous Mind. Everybody, that fucking era of like 3 or 4 run albums is still like the worst shit he's done, but like this is a step in the wrong direction where I thought No Pressure was a step in the right direction. That's maybe not a fantastic album, but a very solid album. Final Days was like, I appreciated it, I respected it. It's not the best listening experience all the way through, but there's a lot of great moments. But College Park, while there is some good song ideas and some good moments on here, it's bogged down by the skits and the length of the songs and the corny bars and just not really having a whole lot to say.
Yeah.
I get what he's going for in terms of the concept, but it's really hammered home, or it's really heavy-handed, and he doesn't really do anything creative with the idea overall. And it's, again, him talking about his come-up and his past, which seems to be something that he's not going to stop talking about. So, I don't know if there's going to be anything really interesting left coming from this pool.
I thought there were some... I mean, I guess I haven't heard all of Logic's albums, but I heard some new things from him that I hadn't heard before.
Right. To me, it's like, I think I starred maybe like 4 or 5 tracks on here, but like there's not going to be a whole lot that I'm coming back to.
Anyway, just an interesting thing to look into, a world of rap that...
Yeah. And as my Logic fandom continues to dwindle, who knows what the next project will behold. Because immediately I saw on Twitter, like, someone, like he has a bunch of stans on Twitter or whatever, and he was like, these are the next 6 Logic albums that he's announced. And I'm like, bro,
it's like the Marvel Universe or some shit.
Like, what's the fucking point? I want to scream like Slowthai right now. Like, bro, what's the fucking point of putting out all this music if it's all going to be painfully mid? Like,
yeah, but we want Doctor Doom 2 or whatever the fuck.
I don't fucking care, man.
Holy shit. Destroyer of Worlds or whatever the fuck it was called.
Don't you know the quantity is always better than quality all of the time?
That's the thing, because he took like a year and a half off in between fucking whatever album came before No Pressure, and No Pressure turned out really good, so it seems to be that if he just takes his fucking time with it and really fucking like fine-tunes the shit, I know he can come out with better music. Because he's shown the potential in more recent years, but well, here we are,
It was an experiment. Alright, so now is the time for another Rapcast game. Okay, so crack a beer open and have some fun with us. We did do this game once previously in, I believe it was the after the Kendrick concert episode.
Okay.
Last summer, we tried it for the first time. Kind of figured out some of the rules as we went. But the main concept is you have to take 2 artists from different sides of the music industry who'd never been on a song together and link them through mutual collaborators. And if you can do it with only 1 song, that's 4 points. If it takes you 2 songs... 3, and then up to 2 points, and it's on 1 point if it takes you 4 or more songs.
4 or more. Keyword 4 or more. So you can go over 4.
We both gave Josh our separate lists of artists. He put together pairs.
20.
And
I'll just choose
their faces will appear on the screen. And we decided, instead of taking turns this time, me and Andrew both have these bisexual shakers, and
It'll be up to Josh to determine who shakes first.
Yeah.
Another rule is that we are allowed to use whatever rappers we want to link the artist. But if let's say you use Lil Wayne right away to link someone, let's say I use Lil Wayne right away to link someone, I can't use Lil Wayne again unless I want to sacrifice a point to do so. Is how
we're going to write down the names on the rappers so that we can keep track.
I feel like it would also depend on the rapper, because Lil Wayne is like a cheat code, you know what I mean? But there are some where it's like, well, like it's kind of rare. I don't think it's for every. I don't think it should be for every rapper.
Well, that means it would just take more time for us to like figure out who is more of a cheat code and who isn't. Which I feel we should just have the rule for everyone, just to make it fair and make it more difficult for us. Because last time it was kind of easy. So like, there's a way to link every single fucking artist, really. So,
me and Andrew both have a touch of the tism. So we're pretty good at this game.
It's funny. When I was in PEI, my friend, she said that. It's like, I have a touch of the tism. And I'm like, that was the first time I had ever heard that. And now I'm hearing it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's actually the first time I've ever heard that in my whole life. So
yeah.
Thank you, Alex, for teaching me.
I was just saying it earlier today.
All right, so are we ready with the first selection?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so ding, ding, ding.
Rihanna and Vince Staples.
God fucking damn it, bro. This is not going to stay.
Put down the lamp. Maybe.
No, I'm just going to put this here so it doesn't fucking fall. What is it?
Rihanna and Vince Staples.
Okay.
Shit.
So Rihanna.
Well, you have to see how many. Tell me how many.
One song.
You can do it in one.
Yeah.
I can do it in two. So
okay. So Rihanna did "Loyalty" with Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah.
And Kendrick was on Big Fish Theory.
Yeah.
On the song "Yeah Right."
There you go.
So Kendrick is up on the board now.
For you, but I can still use Kendrick without using a point.
Okay. I thought it was just you put the name out there and it's already...
Well, it wouldn't be as fair because that means I can't use Kendrick at all without losing a point. Even
so that'll be under my thing. Okay.
We'll do... yeah, because I was thinking... I was trying to go like fucking... I forgot about Loyalty. I was going to do fucking All of the Lights with Kanye and then link Kanye and Kendrick.
Right.
But... Alex at 1 point and he has used Kendrick.
But I'm actually at 4 points because
that's true.
I did it.
Baby Keem and Daniel Caesar.
Keem's tough because he hasn't... Oh,
shit.
I can do it in three. Do you want a chance to steal? I'll give you a second to think about it.
Wait, reminder, what are the two artists?
It's Yachty, or no, it's Keem
and Caesar.
Daniel Caesar.
I think I could do it No, it would take me 3. Alright, just go for it.
Alright, I'm going... So, Daniel Caesar was on Lil Yachty's last project. Let's start here. Lil Yachty has worked with Migos on fucking Peekaboo. Migos have worked with Lil Uzi Vert on Bad and Bougie, and Lil Uzi Vert and Baby Keem are on the song Bank Account from Baby Keem's Deluxe.
So that's 3.
Yeah, so is that 2 points for me? It's 4
Yeah.
plus is 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2.
So,
But I eliminated a lot for myself there. So I can't use Migos, Yachty.
Or Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Daniel Caesar had Get You with Kali Uchis.
I was trying to work a way
Kali
through
Uchis did
Yeah.
After the Storm with Tyler, and Tyler... But the thing is, Tyler has never been on a song with Keem, so it would have to be...
Or Kendrick, it's tough to...
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Okay.
You could have maybe used Travis Scott with the Do-Rag Activity thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Daniel Caesar's discog as well, so...
All right.
Like I know he had a song with Kali, he has a song with Sid on that album as well. But, yeah.
All right. Round 3.
Ariana Grande and Ski Mask the Slump God.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I know the names of the songs to do it.
Fuck.
This is a tough one.
Okay, I think I can do it with two names, but I'm trying to...
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do it in two.
Okay.
But I might not have the right information to. I don't know if I know the name of the album or the song, so it might be a loss for me. But I'm just gonna shoot for it. Ariana Grande was on a song with Lil Wayne. I believe it's from her album Dangerous Woman. I think I'm gonna have to confirm that. But let me finish the rest of the link. Lil Wayne was on a song with XXX on fucking the Carter 5. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's on the album. And then X and Ski have worked together on Take a Step Back. Was one of the songs they're on together. Now, I don't know if all the information is correct, so let me fact check real quick.
Damn, that's a tough one. I was gonna say they were both Ski Mask, the Slump God, and Big Sean were on one of the Cozy tapes for sure, right?
Was Ski Mask on a Cozy tape? I don't know if he was. I didn't listen to much of the first one actually, so I don't know.
Ski Mask was on the. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with the Revenge of the Dreamers.
Maybe, yeah. Ski Mask was on Revenge of the Dreamers for sure. So the Ariana Grande album is called Dangerous Woman. I want to make sure that Take a Step Back song is that the correct song? Ski Mask and X? Yeah, okay. So I did that in 2, so that's 3 points.
Cool. It's 2 points. Shouldn't it be 2 points?
Or if
it's two artists, it's 3 points.
I got it through Wayne and Wayne and X.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. Okay, but you got some big names on your thing now that you can't use.
So I got Wayne and XXX, and now I'm at 5 points because I had 2.
Shit. Okay, so now I'm
I got this
here.
hot start, but I came in clutch with the next 2.
All right. Fuck, man.
These are some tough ones, though. I like it.
All right. Action Bronson and Kelani.
Fuck, what's the name of the song?
Okay, I can do it with 2 songs.
I can also do it in 2, but I can't remember the name of the song, so...
Okay.
I got it first.
So, if memory serves me right, Kehlani was featured on the song Universe by Ty Dolla $ign.
I think you're correct with that.
And Ty Dolla $ign and Chance the Rapper were both on Life of Pablo.
Yeah, so through Kanye. Or through Chance, you're talking about.
Yeah, and Chance was on Baby Blue with Action Bronson.
Okay. Does it...
Or is that...
I'm a little bit confused, because, like... You're using the Kanye's album to link them. Is that... Can we do that? Or...
So Ty Dolla $ign... Then that links me to Kanye. Oh, then that... Alright, so I'm taking an extra step then. That's actually three linkages.
Yeah, through Ty Dolla $ign to Kanye to Chance to...
Yeah.
Chance to Action. Yeah,
right.
So that it does make sense, though.
Okay.
Now, can I do it in any lesser than... So that's 3?
If... Option is still out there to steal if you can come up with it quick enough.
Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue, bro.
5, 4, 3, 2. All right,
man. Oh,
give me those points. So I used 3 artists.
So that's 2 points,
2
correct?
points.
Here, use the red one for you, and then write down whatever artists you use there. I was trying to go because Kalani and Kyle were on Play With Me.
Oh my God, Kyle.
And then Kyle... I feel like Kyle and Logic had a song together, but I don't fucking know what it was. And then Logic and Action Bronson had the song together from the last album. But I was trying to think of the Logic and Kyle's. They went on tour together, but I don't even know if they had a song together.
Logic and you're relying on your Logic and Kyle knowledge.
They both had a... I could have done it in 3, I guess, because they both had a remix with fucking Alessia Cara, but I don't know either of those fucking song names, so...
Wow, so Ty Dolla $ign, Kanye, and Chance have all been used now for me, so...
Okay.
Those are some pretty big
So what
names.
I meant to be taking pictures, but
I'm
whatever.
up 6-5.
Editing. I don't know what round we are at this point, but...
I think we're, like, this one is going to be round 4, I think.
Okay.
That was pretty tough.
Yeah, what's a good one? Yeah, okay, let's do this one. Andre 3000 and Future.
Andre 3000, eh? I don't know that much Andre 3000.
I have a potential link, but I'm trying to get there. I just can't think of a song that 2 people have done together. But I'm sure it's happened.
Did Future and John Legend ever have a song together? I feel like they did.
Maybe.
It's funny. The only thing I could think of, like, when I was doing research, the only link is that apparently Andre 3000 really likes Future. Apparently, he says he makes very depressing motivational music, which makes no sense. But
right. I can do it with 2, but
I think I could do it in 1.
All right, go for it.
Andre 3000 was on Life of the Party with Kanye West off Donda, and then Kanye was on I don't know the name of the album by Future, but he was on a song, I think it's called Pussy Print. I think. Let me double check that right quick, because it might have been a different artist. I was trying to think of a Kanye Future, because they have to have worked together before. So let me do a quick check. Future.
If Pussy Print isn't a real thing, then I get to steal.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, it's fucking Gucci Mane. God fucking damn it, I thought it was Future.
All right, so I'll go with the same thing, and it'll be 1 less point because I've already used Kanye.
Yeah.
But Life of the Party with Andre and Kanye, and Keep It Burnin'.
As soon as I googled Kanye Future, Keep It Burning came up, and I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. That song came out last year.
It would be 4 points, but because I've already used Kanye,
It's 3.
It's 3.
So you're at 9.
And you could put a little ×1 thing next to the Kanye on there, just to show that. Because I feel like it should be worth even less now if I use it a third time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, relying on my Kanye
that was a big one there. Yeah.
credentials.
To be fair, I almost assisted you with that one because I used Kanye first.
Yeah. I was thinking about Kanye. I was thinking first about Andre 3000 was on Blonde, right?
He was, yeah.
But I don't know if Frank Ocean and Future have ever did a song together.
I don't think so. But I guess you could go Frank Ocean, A$AP Rocky, and then A$AP Rocky Future.
Then, you would be using more names, but
yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Great.
All right, I have a pretty decent lead here, so I could just slack off for a little bit. But I'm not going to, for the fans.
Okay, here's another joke one. MGK and IDK.
Oh, come on.
Okay, this is my kind of shit. You don't know shit about IDK or MGK.
Oh, man.
I just thought it was funny, the names.
Oh, God.
And UGK?
And the UK? The entire country of England?
I don't know any IDK songs.
That's not true. We talked about his album the one time that had a few big features on it.
But I don't remember what the title of his album was.
True.
MGK, yeah, I couldn't possibly do this one because I don't know any IDK songs, but
I honestly don't even know if I could do it.
We can always do another one.
Let me just think about it for another few minutes. Have a dead air. Oh, I could do it in wait. Hold on.
This game really hurts your brain.
I don't even know the name of the
it's
album.
It's like tile rumming. It's just like, ow.
Yeah, totally.
No, I could do it in 3 if I remember the name of the fucking albums and songs, but I don't.
No points awarded.
Let me tell you what I was trying to go with. I was trying to do IDK had a song with Rico Nasty. I don't remember on what album. Rico Nasty had a song with Megan Thee Stallion on her last album. I also don't know the name of that one.
It was called like Spooky or something.
Yeah, the song I think was called like, Scary or something. And then Megan Thee Stallion had a song with fucking with Young Thug, Don't Stop, and then Young Thug was on Diet in California, MGK. So it would have been like 3 or 4 or some shit.
God damn.
I don't remember the name of the
What was the first one?
IDK to Rico Nasty, but I don't remember the name of the song they collabed on.
Okay.
Damn. You're stumping us with these ones, Josh. Okay. Give us an easy one.
Yeah, I did that one as a joke. This one was funny because I actually did find a connection, but you guys would like a one connection, but you guys would never fucking guess where it's from.
Okay.
Halsey and ASAP Ferg.
Halsey. Okay.
I could do it in 2. Okay. Sorry, I'm not using this.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to think. While I get my mind together and make sure I remember the names of the songs.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to you because I don't.
Okay.
I'm thinking there's 2 Halsey songs that I think that have features that I could think of, but neither of them are really giving me any luck here.
Okay, my G-Eazy fandom's coming into play here.
Him and I
with G-Eazy, and then G-Eazy and A$AP Rocky were on the song from the same album, I believe, No Limit.
Right.
And then A$AP Rocky and A$AP Ferg have been on many songs together. I'll go with Pup, or Pups is one of the ones that they were on. So that's 2. So that's 3 points, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, puts me back in contention here.
Yeah. I was actually wrong. The one that I was thinking of, like just one, was actually 2. Apparently, Halsey and A$AP Rocky were both on. Apparently, they were both on a 30 Seconds to Mars album.
What?
Crazily
I was
enough.
thinking fucking Lana Del Rey, because I know Lana Del Rey, A$AP Rocky was on a Lana Del Rey album, but there's no way I would know Lana Del Rey Halsey connection. So I used A$AP Rocky and G-Eazy. So I've been good about not reusing artists here.
I mean, with G-Eazy off of the thing, like
that's a big blow. That's a big blow.
I'm telling you,
and Wayne, come on.
I mean, yeah, I got some big ones on there.
If BB Rexa comes up, like you're gonna be fucked.
Better fucking not. BB Rexa better not come up. I swear to God.
There was never that enough. I really wanted to. Side note: I really wanted to just throw in my own one just to fuck with you guys and to be
Radiohead and Billie Eilish
and put Hayley Williams from Paramore in there.
Fuck
and
off.
It's like the only thing that I can find about her in rap is the
B.O.B. feature.
It's like, how as good as your B.O.B. knowledge, guys? Good luck.
Oh man, if you could get out of that, if you could use B.O.B.
You win the whole fucking game if you use B.O.B. in this shit. All right.
Okay.
Next one. What round are we on, by the way? How many are we on now?
I think that was 6.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fucking mess to edit. I swear to God.
I'm sorry, man.
Ding ding.
Lil Yachty and Nas.
I feel like this isn't that hard.
Yeah, I wanted to make it a little bit easier.
Oh, I can do it in 1.
Damn.
Nas had the song on King Disease 1 with A$AP Ferg, and A$AP Ferg and Lil Yachty were on the same song, Terminator. It's a single from way back in the day.
Damn.
So that's A$AP Ferg right there. I used both the A$AP boys. And that's big 4 points for me.
Damn, I didn't even get to think about that.
Sorry, I just went. Yeah, I should have given you a chance, but
I think it's
but I rang in first.
If
right?
you can get it in 1, there's no way you can steal. You know, because you can't do it.
That's true.
One, you know.
So at that point, whoever comes in first. So I'm at 12.
Yeah.
Damn, what was that one again? Nas and who? And
Nas and
Yachty.
And Yachty, yeah.
Fuck, man.
Could you have come up with one somehow?
It would have taken me way longer.
Yeah.
Because like the only Nas features there's a song "Spicy" with 504 and
Big Sean is on that one, or is that someone else?
I think Big Sean and Nas had a song.
They're on. They're also on King Disease 1, I think, but.
Okay,
right.
well, I gotta fucking catch up.
3-point lead here.
Okay, here's one that made me laugh. West Side Gun and Katy Perry.
Oh God!
Just imagining the two of them together. Baby, you're a firework.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
1.
Okay, go.
I didn't get a chance to think. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to use Kanye for a third
damn.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
So that means you lose 2 points now.
I think so.
West Side Gun was on Donda, and Kanye was on the song E.T.
Oh, that's right. I wouldn't have got. I was gonna just do Kendrick. That's the only. Actually, no. Kendrick wasn't even. I was thinking of fucking Taylor Swift. I wouldn't even
Big
know.
Sean, feels the feels.
Oh yeah, or fucking Snoop Dogg on fucking California Girls or some shit.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was gonna say. Snoop Dogg. I thought you guys were gonna do Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you were in that one, but you
So-
used Kanye. So are we taking off another point, or should we take off 2 because we?
Yeah, I feel like it should be off. It's usually 4 points, but it should be 2 points taken away because I've used Kanye already.
Yeah, that's fair.
Times 2.
So it'll be 11. So it's 11 to 12 now.
Yeah,
for,
that's pretty
so
close.
it's still close.
Pretty fucking close.
That was round 7.
Yes.
Okay, so
So 8.
3 more rounds.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight so far.
Okay.
West Side Gun, Katy Perry.
Get out of here.
Lil Nas X and Dr. Dre.
Shit. Why do you torture us?
You guys wanted this.
I could do it in 2, but I'd lose a point, so I'd only get 2 points out of it. Can you come up with? Do you think you can get there in 1? I don't know if that's even a possibility, getting there in 1, but
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. You know,
okay.
my Jack Harlow knowledge is not coming through right now.
So correct me
No,
if I'm.
it wasn't Jack Harlow. It was Lil Nas X.
No,
Yeah,
well,
but Jack
that's my
Harlow,
only
that's like
connection
industry
to,
baby.
Okay.
to other artists.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Lil Wayne had an official remix to Old Town Road with Lil Nas X. So I'll have to confirm it in a second. Lil Wayne and Snoop Dogg were on the Carter 5 together, and then Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre were on the Chronic together.
Okay, so verify.
So that's Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne. I'm gonna make sure that there was an official remix.
D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, it's unreleased though. Fuck.
Hmm.
He says he recorded a thing, and it says YouTube, but it says unreleased on it.
All right, doesn't count.
Fuck.
wanna
Can you
keep
get in any? I'll keep thinking if I can get it in 2. I guess if
you guys wanna keep
or get it
going,
in
go
1. But
With this one.
Well, yeah, I could do the same thing then.
oh, just with
I'll do it.
yeah.
I'll do it in 3.
Okay.
Okay. Lil Nas X did "Industry Baby" with Jack Harlow. Lil Wayne was on
yeah.
"What's Poppin',"
The remix.
and Lil Wayne did was on the Carter 5 with Snoop Dogg,
Okay.
and
yeah.
Snoop Dogg did fucking the Chronic.
Many songs with Dre. Okay, so would you use Snoop, Jack Harlow, and Wayne?
Yeah, so that'll be 2 points. Putting me in the lead. You kind of gave me that one because I didn't know the Wayne and Snoop connection, but once...
Yeah, they're on the song "Dope" N-words that I can't say.
Right. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's like, no, you have to name the song. Otherwise, you can't get the point.
Name the fucking song, man. How much do you care about this game?
I'll do anything to win. Anything.
All right.
I'll offend any community.
All right. Okay.
Shit. All right.
Okay.
These are-
Okay. Travis Scott and Fouché.
I could do it in 2, but it's 2 people that I already put up there, so I'd only get 1 point out of it. I'm trying to find a different fucking angle.
That would make it a tie then for the final round.
Oh, okay. I can do it with 2 names.
All right, go ahead.
I have to count how many of this is in my head.
All right. I'm gonna take this time to try to do it in less.
Oh, yeah. So it's 2. It's 2 names. So, Lil Uzi Vert was on Softcore.
Yeah.
Lil Uzi Vert did Bank Account with Baby Keem, and Baby Keem did Do Rag Activity with Travis Scott.
I was doing this. I was trying to do the same. I would do Uzi, and then I was gonna do Migos again, and then Migos to fucking thing. But I'm just I would have only got 1 point.
You already used Bank Account. So.
Was it? Wait, and how is Uzi Vert attached to
Travis? They did a Do Rag Activity.
Oh, sorry. How's Uzi Vert attached?
No.
Wait.
Lil Uzi Vert was on Softcore, Fouché's album.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
So.
Right.
So now you have to write Uzi and Keem down for me.
All right. And you get 3 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm running out of space here, but it's okay. It's just for us.
All right. So this is the last final round here.
I think this is 10. If you want to keep going,
yeah,
we can. But
and we're already at like an hour fucking 45, so we probably should wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is also my favorite one. Okay. Can you actually link Snot with Doja Cat?
Snot and Doja Cat?
Yeah. Can you actually have, besides the song Doja, can you actually link Snot with Doja?
Oh, right, because they, yeah.
Yeah. Can you actually link it? Can you actually link them?
Damn, I don't have that much Snot knowledge. I know the one album.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, me too. I don't really know much else.
Okay, we're good.
I can do it in 3. But it wouldn't give me the lead, but I could do it in 3.
I can't do any better than that.
Okay, let me fucking rework it in my mind. So, Doja Cat had the song Tia Tamara with Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty, I think I lost it. Shit, man. Let me, hold on. Fuck. Where was I going with it, bro? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, I can do it in, wait, Doja Cat. Hold on!
Oh man, I want to steal it from you now.
Fuck, bro. Okay, I can do it in less than that. I can do it in 2. Rico Nasty, or no, fuck. Doja Cat had the song with JID off Planet Her. JID and J. Cole were on Off D's, and J. Cole and Joey Badass were on the All American Badass tape.
That's
and,
not.
Oh, and then Joey Badass 2, Snot was Snot, and he was on the.
He was on Ethereal, yeah.
Ethereal, yeah.
That's 3, isn't it?
Yes, that would be 3. So I can do. So I did it in 3.
Damn.
So that's still only fucking 2 points, which gets me
not good enough.
Quite fucking there.
All right. Well, that was a rousing game.
That was close.
Yeah, there was you were guys were like neck and neck for a while there.
And then what did I fucking use? Fucking JID, Cole, and Joe Badass. Damn. Okay.
Good job to me.
Here we are. Alex wins. And we have a bunch saved up for next time we do the
and
game.
we have been doing this pod
1,
for a while.
2,
We don't.
3,
do we really want to talk about more shit?
I got 8 extras.
Let's just do Kali Uchis, and then we have I think there was 2 other songs we can talk about. So let's just bang it out quick.
We got 8 extras for next time.
Kali Uchis' new album Red Moon and Venus is out now. Check it out. It's a very solid R&B project to me. I will say though, it's a little bit sleepy sometimes. There's only a few songs that really stand out to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's good. Parts of it are good, background music.
Yeah.
I think she gets into a little bit more of an 80s synth pop vibe a little bit, which is kind of I like it. Hinted at towards in the last album with that Telepatia song. But that one was, of course, all Spanish.
Yeah.
This one, I actually kind of like some of the Spanish tracks more. I like
the Come Tu Quiero Yo. I like that one. I don't really like Hasta Cuando all that much.
Yeah.
But she has Spanish moments throughout, this little Spanish verses and little passages as well.
Moral Conscience was one of my favorite. It was
Me
kind
too.
of a slowed down, kind of more old school R&B kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, she definitely gives you that dreamy, lovey-dovey stuff on the first couple tracks. I Wish Roses
is a highlight for sure.
Love Between was a good one too.
I like Worth the Wait with Omar Apollo as well. I did actually find myself really liking Fantasy with Don Toliver, just because that one's a little bit different in terms of it's a little bit like kind of clubby or a little bit more dance focused. Like
for some reason I just didn't like that one. I don't know if I think just Don Toliver. I'm
not a big fan of Don Toliver.
Personal grudge against him or something.
I liked him on that one. I like Endlessly. I like Blue. Moonlight is fantastic.
Yeah, that's the one that I listened to it a bit the other day when I came home from work early because there was a snow day, and I went over to my girlfriend's and I was just playing in the music like in the background while she was still working because she works from home.
Yeah,
and I did notice she was vibing a little bit to the Moonlight song at the end, which was a little bit more poppy, dancey. Kind of track.
It's got a nice vibe to it. The album's like a vibe, but it's just not that like it doesn't really like stand out all that much. It's more replayable than her last album, obviously, because it's a whole Spanish album, and I don't really return to it all that much. But I still say Isolation is her best project.
Yeah, was that as long as you've been listening as well?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't gone any farther than that. I think she has another album after that, but
there were some sleepers on whatever. Sin Miedo, whatever.
Yeah, no, there was a lot, and her vocals were like really good on that one. I remember too. Like,
there was a song, "Vaya con Dios," which they used in like some champagne ad or something, which like had like a James Bond feel to it.
And there was that Rico Nasty one that was pretty hard too.
Fu Mejor or whatever with Party Next Door. Akio Mondo, the Rico Nasty joint. That would have been a good one in the.
I was gonna say.
To remember for the game we were just playing. Rico Nasty is kind of a glue for a whole world of like
she's R&B and also like Denzel Curry type shit. Like it's there's a lot of different ways.
Multifaceted artist for sure.
I'm not like too wowed by it, but I think I'm gonna like it a lot more like it come warmer weather, maybe like springtime and summertime. I'm gonna be bumping it for sure. It's a nice, good background driving kind of vibe, but it just doesn't completely stick out to me.
Comparing and contrasting the albums that we looked at for this episode, it's interesting how like Slowthai was like kind of the best music, but I didn't always want to listen to it based on my mood, because it's pretty heavy.
Kali Uchis is easy listening.
Kali Uchis is more easy background listening, but it didn't stand out as much to me, although there were some moments for sure. And Logic is like more like I spent the whole time like it was thought provoking in that it made me realize like things that I don't like about it.
Exactly.
Which is always good to have that balance of.
We can't be praising the whole fucking time. We got to be able to talk shit.
But that was more in the pure hip hop realm, which is
more so the realm that we deal with here on the Rapcast, of course.
But yeah, we definitely there's some other. There's music continues to be released.
Yes.
Nothing huge, really, from like artists that we've really been waiting a long time for.
I really did like the Lil Wayne DMX track. I guess DMX is really more so a sample, but I thought Lil Wayne had some really great bars on there. The beat's super solid, and it seems to be he's rolling out for the Carter 6, which I'm kind of indifferent in terms of having an album, having like another follow-up to Carter 6, because I thought Carter 5 was a really good ending for the series, but I dig the song a lot, and he's going on the tour, which I really want to go to, but it's like super fucking expensive. But apparently it's like supposed to be like a intimate, like playing like deep cuts from the whole Carter series. Like he's just doing the Carter, like it's the Carter kind of tour kind of thing. So it'll be really cool to see, but I have to cough up like $400 to see it, so we'll see.
Hit that link below to
give us some money. Do you have any thoughts on the Lil Wayne track, the single?
Yeah, Wayne still got it.
Yeah, spitting.
I don't know. He had a line about like you touch my hand and it's like touching the oven or some shit. Like
plenty of clever bars in the new Wayne song. I'm sure Josh was very excited to have a fresh Dom verse, and I was excited to have it, Dom McLennon, that is, from Brockhampton, and I was excited to have it linked with Wiki, who's a rapper I really like, and off this guy, Rhyme? I don't remember. Rhyme, something, I don't remember his fucking name, but they're both on this guy's track, and the track is super solid.
It's very good,
It's just a bar-heavy, kind of just laid-back, boom-bap, kind of cool rap song, and it's cool to see Dom out of his album in a little bit, and literally yesterday he opened up a website called The Vault where you can sign up and you can get like his unreleased whatever music. I haven't yet because I'm like, it took me through like a 3-thing process, and I'm like, this is too much. I'll just get it from Josh.
I have, and I have not gotten
Yeah, because it's not out yet. It's not like, he said it's not coming out yet, but it's like, I guess the rollout has started, so there's going to be new Don McLennon stuff like soon. So that'll be interesting to talk about. So shout out to that song. There is a new Pusha T song from the Cocaine Bear movie, actually, from the soundtrack for that, which of course there is. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I listened to it like once, and I'm like, it's easily just a throwaway Pusha T verse.
And you saw the Cocaine Bear
I did see
movie.
Cocaine Bear in theaters, and it was a good time. It's not like a great movie or anything, but it was fun. I enjoyed myself. It's literally just, I saw a review that I liked about it where it's just like, I like when the bear did cocaine. I'm like, yeah, me too. That's what it was.
That's like an AI generated Pusha T verse. You know, like,
for sure. There is a new Conway album out with Jay Stees, I think. I haven't heard it, but
I heard one of the tracks off of it.
Okay,
it was pretty good.
I know there is a full Conway solo project coming at some point. West Side Gun, I think, just announced an album as well. But Benny's been quiet so far this year.
There was also a new track from
Alchemist.
Rome Streets.
Oh, yes.
Rome Streets put out a thing with Big Ghost, and there was like some songs with Conway and the Griselda guys. He's like his star is rising definitely as one of the Griselda proteges who is like legitimately has his own. He had a very critically acclaimed album from last year.
Okay.
And I've been considering putting more time into listening to Rome Streets because he's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, and I guess the same thing goes to Larry June because he's dropping a whole album with the Alchemist, and he's kind of in a similar. I don't know if he's quite Griselda the Prodigy, but he's in like in a similar circle for sure. And both the songs that we played earlier, I fucked with.
Yeah,
and 60
Days was one that I got into for a while, and I posted a story to it with it on the background. I love Alchemist's verse. Is just like silly with it.
Yeah,
you know, but
that's fuckable.
And yeah, he also the Alchemist and Hit Boy just did a video where they
super cool.
rapped on each other's beats.
That was cool, yeah.
Which was fucking crazy. I
wish I seemed like Hit Boy got most of the verse on the song. I wish it was a little more splits because I love Alchemist, but
Hit Boy did a cool thing with his verse where he was referencing the game of producers and kind of like saying like, yo, like did Metro Boomin do boom bap? Like could DJ Mustard chop up a soul sample and like kind of.
No, it's super cool. Just to see producers like rapping like that is just a dope.
And kind of talking about the competitive nature within their own field and how, like, you know, people
makes you more interested in the craft.
You know, because we've heard it so many times from rappers talking about how they're getting a raw deal with the industry, but like, you know, also the
producers are probably even
producers
worse,
with the publishing deals and stuff like that, and how they get screwed over.
Yeah,
as a whole other thing, and it's to show that you can make it as a producer and do it all by yourself, and you know, and it is also funny how like. Every producer still kind of wants to be a rapper deep down. Yeah. And vice versa.
Some of them are better than others, right? So.
And Logic maybe should just transition to being a producer because he's honestly a good.
The production on the Logic projects are always great. Like, I never have an issue with the production, but.
You know,
yeah, man.
There was a whole thing where in this song where he was talking about how much he loves to just smoke weed and listen to old vinyls and
chop it up on the
like
MPC
that.
and shit.
Like, that's what you should just be doing. Just focus on that. But give your beats to me.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Give your beats to us.
Well, he's been making a bunch of beat tapes that we could easily just fucking rap over. But
that could get us some traction on r/Logic.
You don't want to go to r/.
A subreddit which should be banned.
You do not want to
go with the Rick and Morty one. I think we're running out.
Anyway, we should ban this whole podcast because. It's a Sunday night, and we're easy living tonight. Yeah. So let's keep it chill again. Yeah. If you made it this far, congratulations. And if you are also happen to be a rapper or know a rapper, send us a message on @Superfinger Inc. on Instagram, Twitter, or our email, which is linked below for the upcoming episode. It probably won't be out for a little while, but stay tuned for that. Check out our new song "Let It Breathe" as well. It's been out, and we still want to promote that and our website as well, which will also be linked. A bunch of linkage shit happening right now as we fade out and we fade into obscurity. Merry Christmas, everyone.
From Seth MacFarlane and the crew.
Homeward bound, bitch. I'll be out this bitch in a jiffy.
Okay.
I retired the word glizzy.
Okay.
Can't wait to review the new Drizzy.
I'm
I still
listening.
fantasize about my 7th grade teacher sometimes, but I'm glad we didn't fuck in real life, cause that would be weird.
Real shit.
Aight,
Real shit.
peace.